Greetings and salutations, my friends. We've got another video. Not only that, we've got a little article as well. Okay, I haven't watched the video because I want to give my reaction to you live, and for good or for worse. But I have read through the article because it's long and it's lots of fluffy marketing. But we'll skim through that because there are a couple of important bits. Right. As always, 3 minutes 30. We're just going to watch the video and then we'll go back through it. I'm sure you've all seen it by now, but you can judge my facial reactions.
Football Manager 26 marks the next evolution of football management, a legacy redefined for a new era, and with the most advanced match experience in series history. This is the future of football.
Question. I don't know why I'm asking you a question. Question. The bottom bit here. I like that they've tried to minimise it, but I hope there's a way of having the names of the players, because I'm an old man and my memory doesn't work. I'm not going to remember who I played at right wing. That would be nice, but there is a little up arrow here, so I think we can pull it up and it will give us sort of a similar screen to last time. On that left, there's a little up arrow, so I'm hopeful that's what it is, because good.
Storytelling. That means hundreds of new player animations, updated camera angles, a redefined highlight system, brand new cutscenes, improved lighting, richer pitch textures, and upgraded stadiums, all elevated by the Unity engine. All of this comes together to raise immersion to new heights, unlocking the most authentic football simulation yet. And for the very first time, that includes the women's game. On the pitch, movement feels fluid, natural, and truer to football. This year, we've taken the use of volumetric animations even further, with new on-the-ball animations all powered by Hawkeye Innovations.
What's a volumetric animation? Okay.
Captured from real stadiums, with real players delivering the authentic movement of the world's best. This brings football to life like never before. From dribbles to passes, shots and more.
It does look so much better.
Every action, more real than ever. We've taken the same approach with female players, blending real match action and bespoke motion capture to reflect the unique ways women move, authentically representing the women's game in FM26 for the very first time.
Trees are better. And in the previous video, there was a nicer background as well, so definitely improvements.
Match improvements go beyond just animations, with various elements of the match engine itself rewritten. For example, attacking players are now better equipped to stand up their opponents before deciding to take them on, alongside an overhauled pass risk system, meaning you'll see more passes through traffic in the middle of the pitch. Of course, that's not all. You'll learn more about further match AI improvements when we dive deeper into FM26's new tactical tools.
Do love a deep dive.
Managing, you'll feel closer to every moment, thanks to a rebuilt camera system that covers a much wider range of angles across the pitch. Inspired by real-life TV coverage, a brand new broadcast mode combines multiple camera points and all new cinematic angles to give you the best view of the action. With major audio improvements, FM26 doesn't just look like real football, it sounds like it too. And it goes further. Replays have had an overhaul. With a range of bespoke new angles added, FM26 now looks at the type of goal scored to give you the best possible replay.
Good.
Ensuring you're always given the perfect view, however it hits the back of the net. Also new this year, dynamic mode. A highlight option that adapts to every match.
This.
In a close or
give me a semi.
Match, highlights will increase as full time approaches, but if you coast into victory, you'll see fewer, letting the result play out as you close in on the win. Dynamic mode.
No corners on that stadium.
Reflects the match, the drama, the action, and the glory. Upgraded stadiums breathe new life into every match day, from elite arenas to lower league grounds.
Oh, look at it. It looks like humans could possibly live there. Although, where does that tunnel go? There better be a building behind. Oh, it's in modern graphics, it's pretty shocking. But like, this is just way better.
With surrounding environments elevated significantly.
Oh, night match. Go on then.
FM26 now better reflects the location, stature, and standing of your club.
Yes, like an empty field bit and a bit of standing area. Yes.
On the pitch, a dramatic overhaul of lighting and textures transforms every detail, making each match look and feel truly authentic. This comes together to deliver brand new cutscenes, making every match day more immersive and those big occasions even more special. Between the action, a brand new match overview screen puts everything in front of you.
We'll come back to that.
2D view built in, giving you a clearer picture of your team's performance before you're pulled back into the action. Here, live match info and real-time advice from your assistant manager are always at hand, while expandable data cards give you deeper insight, powering smarter decisions as you chase victory. So step into the dugout and get closer to the action than ever, where every match tells its story. It's time to change the game.
Ooh, that bass. Okay. Right, we're done. Okay. So the article is kind of just mostly that stuff. They talk about weather and authentic looking services makes weather effects like rain and snow much more evident. But they've not shown us any of that. So is it that, like, if the rain was really good, if the snow didn't look like a weird sort of cloud cover, then I feel like they would have showed it to us. So maybe it's not great, but it's got to be an improvement. Stadiums, like, it's one of my biggest bugbears, you know. I joke about the corners and the backgrounds all the time, but the biggest thing for me is, like, I want the little stadium to feel like a little stadium, and I want it when we upgrade it actually feels like we're getting somewhere, rather than these sort of random stadiums that we have now. New animation's always good. That's kind of a thing they try and add on to every year. I don't know, the Hawkeye innovations stuff and the volumetric, what do they call it? I think I even Googled the term, and it's never been said before, I think. So this replay. So cameras in general, I love the idea. It's quite basic and has been sort of very similar for many years. I don't like it. I think there should be a million options for anybody that wants to play really zoomed in, just on the ball. Obviously, that's an extreme example, but more. And I like the fact that replays are going to show different camera angles, which is good. Now, this is my favourite thing. I love it. There's a million things that we're often asking for FM. We all have our, like, wish list, our own personal wish list of things we want to see improved. And it's nice when a thing comes out that I didn't even think of. And it's so obvious now that they've gone, oh, dynamic mode. Meaning, like you say, I don't need to see every one of my corners when I'm 4-0 up in a league game in the 80th minute, or every free kick that skips off the crossbar. So I love this. And then it's a big end of season. Now, the question mark is how well implemented this, because the problem is if I'm 4-0 up, and so it's going to not, you know, in a non-important match, I want it to show me less highlights, correct. But also, I don't want it to just show goals, because I don't want a highlight to pop up and I know it's a goal. I'm just waiting to see how the goal is scored. It still needs to have some variation. So, and the good thing is, if that does annoy you, you want to see all the key highlights like before, you can just turn it off. And it seems to be you can turn it off mid-match, which is great. So, I love the idea. We'll see how it's implemented. But yes, very much yes. Now, this one. So, couple of questions, and you might be able to answer it if you've seen other stuff or read other stuff, or let me know your thoughts. So this is the screen in between highlights. My first thought was, why has it got a purple background? Isn't it normally the pitch background? Isn't it? If that's the case, maybe it's just for this screenshot to make it cleaner, which is what I'm hoping, right? Because also, this giant ugly scroll bar on the right, I can't believe that's in the final version. Because there shouldn't be a scroll bar, but even if there was, it should be themed purple and all that sort of stuff and be a bit slimmer and less obtrusive. So I'm hoping they're just doing this for the thing, but I'm hoping that it's like the pitch background so you don't get that jarring screen jump. Now, other thing, overall, it's not what I want, but it's better. I want not like a default screen. Maybe this is the default, but I want to be able to close all these. I want to resize this. I want my match stats to be. I want all the half chances, hit the post, all that sort of stuff. I want to resize stuff. From those three dots, it looks like you maybe have three options. I don't quite know. I personally think this should be like a build-a-bear module of, right, I'm going to have this. I always look at this. I want this. I'm going to resize this. Remember, like blind people like me like to zoom in a bit to the game, which breaks most skins. So it should all work, hopefully. The 2D thing I like. It's very fast, obviously, because in between highlights, most of us have it as fast as it can be. So watching this I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. I really hope that this is not, I really hope they keep proper 2D. I'm assuming they keep proper 2D, right? This isn't the 2D. Because that would suck. Like, I don't play on 2D, but I respect those that do, and they should have a full thing, so that's fine. Now, the one big thing that people have started pointing out about this screenshot is there is a little thing next to the formation where it says IP, Internet Protocol, as we all know. All right, okay. In possession. So this is made lots of people chat because people have said that there should almost some people have suggested that there should be like almost like two tactics where you go, when we haven't got the ball, this is what we look like. We're a 4-4-2. When we get the ball, we turn into a 4-2-2-2 or whatever it is, and that's the sort of final end product of what you do. And that could suggest that that's a thing, but I really don't think it is. I think this is the tactic you create is your normal tactic, and then based on, I'm hopeful that on the tactic screen there is a section to say, what is it like when we're attacking? What does it look like when we're defending? Rather than building almost two separate tactics. I hope that's the case. But overall, like I said, this is better. But it should just be, just do what a lot of the skin people do and make it so I can build it myself. Please. I don't need to see match event or latest scores if I don't care about that. I might not want to see half this stuff. Are these just three options of the same thing? Or you only have three things that you can fill this box with? You know? Or is this a close? Isn't Mac got weird icons at the top? I'm not an Apple man. Yeah, but so overall, I like it. This bit, lots of every pre-match and post-match has been remade for FM26. I hope they didn't spend a lot of time on it, because we all know we watch it once and then you just never do it again. So I hope they didn't spend too much time. They talked about the audio. It's very hard. They said they've added some new real-life audio stuff. We'll see, right? To be fair, I don't really blame them for this. It's very hard to get authentic audio, especially for your club, to sound any different other than any other club. It's just a background noise. It's like having feedback constantly. I'll try it. We'll give it a go. We'll have a look. But we'll see. So overall, as a new release, are we positive, people? Yep, dynamic mode. This I'm fine with, as long as 2D still exists, and I'm sure it will. I'm hopeful it will, because that's... I just wonder, like, how quick that is if you're full speed. And then, I guess then you can... The match speed in between highlights button, you could then reduce a bit so you can see more of that. Because the problem... I don't watch an extended highlights. I watch on key highlights. Occasionally I'll watch extended if it's a really important game or something like that. But I'm a key highlights guy. And the problem is you get biased about key highlights because you are not watching all the lovely passes your guy does. You're watching that one time he passes and it gets intercepted and then they go on the attack and doing it. So this could be a good way of kind of being able to watch the match fully-ish on very quick and still see key highlights, so you can still get an idea of where the ball's going, or people making mistakes, or the left back always just hoofing out the wing when you don't want him, or, you know, stuff like that. I think it is definitely, as some people said, it's an underrated feature, although loads of people are praising it. So is it underrated? I think we're all rating it. That's good. Can we please get different crowd sounds? Yeah, big, small, medium crowds, I agree with. Formation, in possession, and 3 dots. In possession, out of possession, and transition would be simple. Well, the 3 dots is on every screen, so that doesn't... Yeah, okay, moving on. Yeah, lower league stadiums, loving that. Too clean. Is this the most positive? Okay, forget the shit show of the last year. 2 years. Is this the most positive I've ever seen Football Manager fans? And how much of that is because we haven't had a game for 2 years? Like, don't get me wrong, this is all looking good. But there's an element of just, I need a new game. I need the new one now. I just need something different, slightly different to look at. But overall, it's looking good. Right, let me know what you think. Also, if you would, I get asked every year, I keep forgetting to mention it in a video, I get asked every single year if I'm going to put up a link to be able to pre-order Steam for cheaper, and I get a little bit of support, and I don't do it. And this year, for financial and rescue animal reasons, I have done it. It's in the description. You get about £3 off. I make about £1.50-ish for every person that uses that link. So if you'd like to help support me and get the game for a bit cheaper, you can do it through the link. Also, I've redone the whole Patreon. As you know, I'm going to do a proper big video on this, but I'll just quickly tell you. As you know, we rescue animals. We're about to do a big rescue thing, maybe this weekend, with 30 stray cats and a group of kittens. But we need money for that. So basically, my life and my wife's lives are dedicated to animals. Every penny that we make beyond, keeping us alive, paying the bills, buying toilet paper, that's the only two things. Food and stuff, we don't spend a lot of money. Everything else we make goes towards our efforts in rescuing animals. So I've redone the whole Patreon, and if you want to keep up to date with all the latest animal news, my lovely wife is doing a weekly post on Patreon about what rescues and stuff. So go check it out. And there will be animal videos and stuff appearing on the channel, but I'll do a proper video on that. But there you go. Yes, good. My hype has just increased. Give me that sweet dynamic mode and sexy replays and noise of people shouting. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.